But I did see that proposed trade between the Brewers and Dodgers, Yasiel Puig and Ryan Braun, may still be on the table there. Bob Nightengale, the USA Today baseball writer, had the column today. Bob, good morning. Thanks for joining us. Where do we stand with the likelihood that these two guys could still be traded for one another?
Yeah, Dan, they were so close to having it done. I mean, they had Ryan Braun waiting in the clubhouse at one point. Everybody thought it was done. Just couldn't agree on that last prospect. So no reason it won't be revisited. And then Braun goes to L.A. He lives right there in Malibu. One of the teams that's not in no trade clause. Dodgers are able to dump Puig in Brandon McCarthy as well, along with a couple of prospects. So the two sides that we'll revisit in the winter, and no reason why it can't get done during the winter.
Where did it go south for Yasiel Puig?
I just think his attitude in the clubhouse just rubbed everybody the wrong way. I mean, Don Mattingly, really had problems with him and the coaching staff. The players did. So far he's been his best behavior, which can only, make the Brewers or anybody else, happier that, maybe he's not a complete cancer in the clubhouse. And it's almost like he's got to be on his best behavior here in September, or else, they'll send him back to the minor leagues, and he will have no chance to be in the playoff roster.
But I thought he had enough talent to maybe kind of supersede this. Is he still, is it the potential of being a great player? Is it still there?
The potential is still there. There's a lot of questions whether he'll realize that potential. And, he's got to have a better work ethic, too. And that was a problem, showing up late for batting practice and meetings and think his talent would just carry over. And with, baseball at the mill and grind and everything else, it wasn't happening for him. So I think the Dodgers, even though he's played well since he came back up, they've had enough of him. And I think you and I have a better chance of playing right field for the Dodgers next year than Puig does.
Give me an update on what the Dodgers can expect out of Clayton Kershaw in the playoffs.
The big test is what he does here in his last three starts. They need to get that pitch count up, innings up to make sure he's sharp. If he is, then they have a very good chance to, play deep into October, if not November. Without him, I think they have no chance. Obviously, they're going to make the playoffs, but you need Kershaw on top of that rotation. Then you have Maeda in there. Rich Hill showed the talent he has. Then you give him a fighting chance.
If the Cubs are the favorites, who's the second favorite?
I'm going to go Washington Nationals, just with Scherzer on top of that rotation. If they could have Strasburg too, Dan, and that'd give them a powerful 1-2 punch. But I think that, the Cubs right now are just the heavy, heavy favorites. I think the biggest shocker of all, if we don't see the Cubs in the World Series. I think they're that good, that complete of a team.
Good to visit with you, Bob. Thanks for joining us.
My pleasure. Thanks, Dan.
Bob Nightengale, USA Today baseball writer.
The Dan Patrick Show, weekday mornings on Audience.